This podcast is sponsored big time by the Union Street in Berwick, Nova Scotia. Nestled in the gorgeous Annapolis Valley, the Union Street stands out as a legendary venue and restaurant to its community and travelers alike. I think it's the best live sound of any venue for your money in Nova Scotia. Incredible place to see a band or a solo artist or even stand-up comedy. What? Throw in some great food with locally sourced ingredients and a beautiful history of being family-run by lovely people. The Union Street is for everybody. Come to the Annapolis Valley, come to the Union Street. Hey, why not even come to one of our live recordings there? What the what? This place has it all. See you there.
This
Welcome, one and all, again to the Friendly Heckler podcast. If you're just tuning in for the first time, thank you so much for checking us out. This is a great episode to start with. It's really silly. And if you have listened to all 3 episodes before this, thank you so much for being a dedicated listener, and you truly are in my heart. The new listeners obviously are carving out a little spot, but as a dedicated listener, you have a bigger part so far. Just know that. But you new listeners, you can get a big part too. You just have to go back and listen to all 3, and then you're in there. Yeah. Anyway, welcome. I want to get straight to the meat of this podcast because it's a long one, and I do love this artist. This week we have Chris Robison, the one and only. He's a rare bird in the music industry in the way that he'll never jump into the music industry. And you may have to find him and seek him out because he's unique. He's really wild, and I love his songs because he's just got such a brain on him. I love chatting with him because he makes me laugh. He's just got a wild demeanor that I've never encountered in a human before, and he puts human to a new level. That's what I'm going to say about Chris Robison, in the way that I love his brain. I love his brain. Okay, anyway, I said I'd get straight to the meat of the podcast, and I'm rambling on. So, here is Chris Robison. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you come out to one of these live events. Seek us out on Instagram and Facebook and all that. And I said I'd get right to the meat of the friggin' podcast. So here we go. Chris Robison.
Put your hands together for Chris Robison.
Hi.
Please, what do you want to play for us?
What do I want to play? I'll play a song called Rock Bottom.
Ooh, I like this one.
Take a little walk to the corner store. 2 beats in the back, 4 on the floor. It's such an easy thing to do. The trouble is just to see it through. Life's a game of hit and miss, living under the weight of an iron fist. Well, the hits are hard, the miss is near. Optimism squashed by fear. Oh, mama, it's such a long way down to rock bottom. Oh, mama, it's such a long way down to rock bottom. Rock bottom. Standing on the brink of a brave new world, half sinking ship, half tilt-a-whirl. Broken down truth through a broken tooth. Don't burden yourself with the burden of proof. I often wonder what I'll leave behind. A little more meat on the cutting line, or a tidbit of wisdom in a jar with a lid on the back of the shelf, very neatly hid. Oh, mama, it's such a long way down to rock bottom. Oh, mama, it's such a long way down to rock bottom. Rock bottom. Oh, mama, it's such a long way down to rock bottom. Oh, mama, it's such a long way down to rock bottom. Rock bottom. Thank you.
Oh, I love that song. Mostly because I feel like I live at rock bottom. But
Do you? You don't.
no, I think I feel rock bottom a lot.
Yeah.
But that's
maybe.
what it resonates with me. And I'm so glad you chose that because that song was the birth of this podcast. You played that in your backyard, and I was asking you if you would hit rock bottom.
Oh, did you?
And everybody was yelling at me because they were like, "Stop heckling Chris."
Right. And then I asked you, I'm like, are you going to say stuff after every song?
And
Or
I
something
said,
like that?
and I think I said, not until I start a podcast.
Hey, I don't know. I don't think that. That's not my memory.
You are the birth of this. You have no idea, but all right. I want to get a few things out of the way. I need to know where you're from.
I'm from Port Colborne, Ontario.
And Port Colborne is where in Ontario?
It's on Lake Erie.
Ooh, spooky fella.
Kind of near Buffalo, kind of near St. Catharines.
Did you jump the border when you were younger?
Jump the border.
For fun? Were you
Like,
one of those
what do you
border-
mean? Like, how would I have done that?
Like physically, yeah. Did you jump over any border walls? No, did you guys go to the Buffalo for fun as teens?
For funsies? Is
Yeah.
that
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't say funsies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We went there for pizza and wings, and when I was a little bit older, I think we went to the mall once, but I think the over the border fun had basically ended by the time I was 20 or so.
Right, because you had to declare everything that you purchased.
Yeah. Well, after a certain point, it became harder to cross the border. Like when I was a little kid, someone would just go citizenship, and then everyone would go Canadian, and like maybe he would look in the vehicle.
Right, yeah.
And then, and by the time I was 20, it was just like all of a sudden you had to have ID, and then there's like guys with guns walking around sometimes. And it wasn't
We're here for a party weekend. Yeah, come on in. Like there's none of that.
Yeah.
So Port Colborne, pretty small town.
Pretty small city.
Oh, city, not town.
Yeah.
So not a village either.
Well, no.
I'm used to the village thing now that we're in Nova Scotia.
Are ya?
There's a lot of villages in Nova Scotia.
There's a lot of villages. I live in a village. Do you?
Actually, I think we're unincorporated.
Yeah.
I think Burlington is off the map. Actually, when I say Burlington, they think that I live near Chester. So.
Is there a Burlington near Chester?
Yes, there is. Isn't that strange?
How many Burlingtons are there in Nova Scotia?
I think, like every other town, there's 2 of each.
Yeah. But
So
yeah.
you're from a pretty big city.
No, it's a pretty small city.
It's a pretty small city. Okay.
City designation, what is that? 18,000? I think Port Comer was around that.
Wow, the fact that you have that in your back pocket. What are you, a city planner? Like. Okay,
No.
so small city, big high school.
I don't know. What's a big high school? No, I don't think so.
1,000
like
kids?
500 something probably.
Okay, small. So
Yeah.
when you first moved here, you moved here with a group of close friends.
Well, we had friends here, and we came out here like not really planning on living here forever.
How long did you expect to live in Nova Scotia?
I just didn't have a plan. So
Had you had a kid yet when
Just-
you moved out here?
no, I came out here in 2007, I guess, and we just didn't really talk about it. We didn't have a plan. We weren't like fantasizing about like building a life here or anything.
Right, but you did in the end.
Yeah, we're still building it.
Still trying to get a mortgage on it too. Sorry, I'm inserting my own personal belief system into this podcast already.
Oh
With
yeah, what's
frustration.
that? The housing prices like bubble. And
Just
whatever?
frustration around banks. Anyway, yeah. So you moved here, and then you did start. Your family started businesses. And what was it like when you guys first moved here? Because you moved to Wolfville, Nova Scotia, right?
What was it like? Super fun. That's why we stayed.
Was everybody kind of a similar age to you?
No, it's people of all ages, just like now, Zach.
Yeah.
Like, what? What do you mean?
what was so fun and attractive about it? Like, what made you guys stick around?
Just a little more laid back here. Definitely more emphasis on music, like live music, and just like, just hanging around, whatever.
Were you already writing at that point?
Like writing songs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been writing songs since I was a teenager.
The first CD that we had in our car when we moved to Wolfville was your CD, actually. Somebody, John and Zelda, who we were living with, had your CD. They had a number of Valley musicians, signed copies, in fact. I think yours was signed.
Maybe so.
That's true. And it was in a paper bag,
Yep.
and it had a custom handwritten CD label inside,
Yep.
and it said "Bad Songs, Chris Robison."
Mm-hmm.
This is all factual.
Yeah.
And so your first record is called "Bad Songs."
True.
True. These are all going to be true or false questions, so I need you to answer.
Just yes or no
factually.
questions,
Okay.
please.
Okay. Was that album a success?
I don't know. That's not necessarily a yes or no question.
None of them are. No, I don't actually care if it's a success. It was because I loved it. We had it in the car. We listened to it nonstop.
I mean, I played like a CD release show, and then I like tipped my hat to that, and I didn't even try to get more gigs or anything. So.
Yeah, because you never really did the festival circuit after that.
No, I don't know. I don't know why. I just didn't want to, I guess.
I feel like the idea of the music industry does not interest you.
No, that's not it. I just don't have any natural hustle.
Do you think hustle is really necessary for music, though?
Yes. To play music live, like as like a career, a semi-career. You don't think so?
I just don't like the idea of hustle. I don't like being forced to hustle.
Right. No one's forcing you to hustle, but.
That's true. But I don't really consider it hustling. I consider it just like,
Right. Okay. Well, I consider like even like sharing things on Instagram hustling.
oh.
I don't mean that in a negative way either. I just don't do it. I just don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like go just putting yourself out there, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's that. I don't have any problem with the music industry.
Because you never made like merch for your first album or anything.
Merch. No, I didn't have any like bad songs, T-shirts, or hats, or like the big foam fingers or hands with.
I would have bought a foam finger that said bad songs for sure, especially if it was a foam devil hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much would you have paid for that?
$30.
$30. Okay.
Just so you know, for future reference.
Yeah. No. Well, I don't know. Next question, please.
This is exactly how I was hoping you would treat me. Permission to treat the guest as hostile.
Yeah. Well, no. No, I don't find you to be hostile, but can you edit out all the all these little sounds that I'm making in between and
Chris, if I edit all that out, it's going to be 5 minutes long.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? That's like the average attention span of.
We'll do an audiobook version.
You
that
can
takes
just put it
on
TikTok or whatever. I don't understand anything about that. I just know it's short.
Oh, that's the average attention span now, is less than 5 minutes for sure.
My average attention span's probably like less than 1 minute.
Really? I feel like you're a deep focuser, though. I feel like you delve into things more than most people do.
I guess so, but like if I'm like on my phone or something looking at things, I've no attention span, just like everyone else probably.
It's the phone's fault then. It's not you.
I don't know. It's just like I'm just like it just like doesn't make the grade.
You're a Gong Show phone person, eh? Next.
This doesn't please me.
I wish there was a button for that on Facebook.
But yeah, let's get back on track.
Oh yeah, right. I would like to request a song from you.
Yeah, go for it. Sorry, I was about to give a speech.
Please, no, give your speech.
No,
7 years ago. Go on.
Please ask me to play a song so I can stop talking.
I really want to hear you play "Got My Goat."
Sure.
Can I ask you? I want to know what your version of the story is that Fran and I told you that this song became.
Well.
I'll edit that.
Can you edit that out at least?
Yeah, but I don't want to. I love it.
I don't care if you do. I'm just kidding. So, out on the farm. Am I right so far?
Yeah, please.
Because Franny, your Franny, told me the story. I don't think you actually told me any of the information, did you?
Nope.
You were just sitting at the table, and then when she was done telling me, I'm like, there's a song in there or something, and you're like, you can have it. Or whatever.
Wow, that is a pitch perfect impersonation of me. Yeah.
No, but anyway, out at the farm, there were goats and there were sheep. Mm-hmm. And one of the goats was interested in another goat romantically.
Yes, the male goat.
The male goat, but he was romantically interested in a sheep.
Oh yes, Zeus was his name, and he was fascinated in sheep.
So like he went dry hump the sheep sometimes?
He mostly just stood. He was mostly like, I want to protect these ewes.
Oh, okay. He was just protective of the sheep, and then
I think he was a dry humper too, but we won't get too personal.
Anyway, and eventually what was the female goat's name?
Belle.
Man, this is information I should have known.
No,
years
it's better
ago.
that you didn't, because you did a world of research.
Zeus. Oh, what was the sheep's name?
Actually, I don't know that.
Nameless.
Yes.
Nameless sheep. Zeus.
Sheep were just notches on his belt. That's all.
Right. Anyway, what does Belle do? She goes and murders the sheep that Zeus was interested in. But so was he interested in one sheep in particular, though?
Belle was just pissed off that Zeus was interested in sheep whatsoever.
But how many sheep did Belle murder?
One.
Okay.
Because she had access to her.
You're telling the story now, eh?
Well, no, I wanted to give you the opportunity, and now I just wanted to jump in.
Right. But you knew that I wouldn't be able to tell a story properly. Probably.
I was just curious what you knew of it and what you could remember, too, because it is a weird love triangle story. I just realized that this story officially brings this podcast into the murder mystery podcast world, which is extremely popular. So look out, my favorite murder, because we've got a goat murder on our hands.
But it's not a mystery, though.
Well,
we know everything that happened.
Right, but people are just... Oh, right. This is for crime junkies, then. Crime junkie podcasts.
Yeah, just murder junkies.
Yeah. Who want to
They
hear
just
about?
want to hear the details about murders.
Yeah.
They don't want to figure anything out. They just want to hear about murder.
For those of you who are creepy like that, the police report said that the female sheep, the ewe, was gored by a horn from a goat. Which goat was it? All evidence pointed to Belle. And then we passed this story on to the great Chris Robison, and he compiled the police report into this song.
Sorry, did Belle have blood on her?
I didn't notice that evidence in the police report.
I don't even know if this story is true.
It is true. The police report aspect is definitely not true, but yes, it is true.
But
our friends Glynis and Fraser of the great Aldergrove Farm, for those of you listening, check out Aldergrove Farm. It was their farm, and they owned Belle. And Zeus was actually a neighbor's goat. He was sort of studding it up, but he kept escaping to hang out with the sheep.
And sheep got murdered for it.
And Got My Goat was born. So please, share the world. Share it with the world.
Yeah, you got my goat, so I'm gonna get you. Gonna end it on a sour note. Gonna run you through my dam. Oh, Billy's living on the lamb. I can't stand it. Jealousy, jealousy. That brood doe snickered at me. They ought to ban that awful buck. Ruminate, ruminate. And that lamb's tail sure can shake. And I'm chewing on the cud. Yeah, you got my goat, so I'm gonna get you. Gonna end it on a sour note. Gonna run you through my dam. Old Billy's living on the lamb. I can't stand it. Oh, Berdizo, easy peasy, lemon squeeze. Oh, Jacob's organ's out of tune. Heed the call, heed the call. I'm gonna creep right into your stall. I'm gonna bring the slaughter to you. Yeah, you got my goat, so I'm gonna get you. Gonna end it on a sour note. Gonna run you through my dam. Oh, Billy's living on the lamb. I can't stand it. Thank you. I should have said what a Berdizo was.
Yeah, what is it?
It's a little clip you clip on the testicles and stops the blood flowing into them, and then they shrivel up and fall off.
It's that, or
It's a good way to castrate, I guess. Any animal with testicles, I guess.
it's better than the elastic band option, where they just put the elastic band on and leave it on until the balls end up shriveling and falling off.
That's mentioned in the song too.
Yeah,
They ought to band
that's
that awful buck.
That's what you're saying. I thought it was ban that awful buck.
I know. That's I can't say words properly. Yeah.
The references in that song, like what's Jacob's organ?
What is that? It's like an organ where like some kind of hormone that has to do with sex drive
Within the animal.
within the male goat. That's my understanding.
Did you like hang out on a Wikipedia page for a week kind of thing and just like everything goat centric, write down the keywords for yourself?
a week? No, for like 10 minutes though.
That's it?
Imagine I spent a whole week doing that.
I would have taken me a week of research to do that.
I think I looked up a glossary of goat terms.
That's where? Goatpedia?
It's out there. Everything's out there. You just got to reach out and grab it.
Yeah, thank you, universe, for all the goat terms. The goat glossary.
Yeah, it's all there. And it's like, I'm going to write a song that no one will understand. But
Yeah, there's a million farmers out there who are like, nobody understands me like that Chris Robison does.
right, but they haven't heard that song, so.
Well, maybe now they will. All the goat farmers in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, that's right.
They're gonna love
France.
this. France, all those French goat farmers out there. Shout out to you, goat farmers of France. Bonjour.
Bonjour, salut. That's what you're supposed to say.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, thank God you're here, Chris.
You're welcome. Do you want me to come every week?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Will you be the second friendly heckler?
Yeah, but I'll be the unfriendly.
Oh, I love that. The Ed McMahon, who's actually really mean on the couch beside me.
Yeah.
I hated that song. That song was shit.
Yeah, if you ever need me to come bail out your podcast, I'll do it.
That's amazing. Let me get a grant first, and then we'll see what we can do. Let's get some free money in here. Also, we're looking for advertisers. So, any Birdizo makers out there, please consider us. We would love some funding from Birdizo Canada. There's actually a couple of things I wanted to touch on with both of those songs that you just played. Like Rock Bottom. Yeah, I was teasing at the first one that when did you hit bottom? What is bottom for you anyway? Because I feel like you live a pretty even-keeled life.
I don't know. That song's just nonsense anyway. That's just, I actually wrote that with my buddy Scott Prudence.
Oh, Scott was involved in that. Okay.
Yeah, that was just line for line. We're just, pretty much, I think, 50-50. And then...
Now, I've talked about this before on the podcast, actually, that you guys write songs by texting each other, right?
Sometimes, yeah. That one was written over text.
Not sext. You guys don't sext each other lyrics.
No, we don't sext.
Okay.
Do you?
I've never have. I thought about it, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Today?
Not until right now. Not until you said that, but...
Anyway.
You guys have written full songs over a cell phone, though.
Well, that's an example.
That's amazing.
Full sets of lyrics. We don't write the music over a cell phone.
That would be a whole other world.
Wouldn't
A
it?
whole new world. Is it so? It's not weird playing that song in front of your mom. Rock Bottom.
No, you're making it weirder.
I mean, there's listeners out there who can't see the heavy side eye you just gave me. It was weighted.
They can't see any of it, let alone the heaviness of it.
They can feel it.
All right.
There's a few Beethovens out there that are feeling all of this.
That's right. Yeah. Anyway, to get back on track again.
Thanks.
like-
Thank God you're here, second host.
Yeah, the verse lyrics were written, and then it's that's just a throwaway line, and then I don't know, but I just like the sound of it, I guess.
I feel like we've got my goat though. That's a lot of research going into this tune.
Well, I told you it was 10 minutes.
That's
of research.
it. Honestly, to write that song for you.
Well, 10 minutes of research, and then I wrote that like in an hour, I guess.
It was a pretty quick turnaround from us telling you that story to you sending us a clip of a song and being like, "Hey, I put this together."
Did
for
I
you.
do that?
Yeah, I think you did. I think you sent it to us and we were like, "Hey,
That was,
like that
that was
song.
friendly of me. Just like,
are you surprised by you being friendly?"
or like, yeah, it's like more social than I would expect from myself, I guess.
That's amazing. Again, I mean, I don't see you as somebody who like buys into the shitty aspects of the music industry like
I do though. I wish I could just write what one might consider to be a shitty pop song. Like I wish I could just. That'd be awesome and make a bunch of money.
Why? What does it take for you to do that though? Turning off all your morals and shutting down your morals.
Uh-oh. I feel like the power went out for a sec.
Did it?
Did it? I don't know. But what does it take? I'm just not good at it. I just can't write like a commercial pop song. Like I try to write pop songs, to put that into perspective. I think I'm writing like a pop song when I write a song.
Is there a lyric on the top of your head that you're like, that was my pop lyric that nobody will ever know?
No, not off the top of my head. I don't like think about like, oh, this is the one, this is the line.
It's my $1 million hook.
But like, no, but I'll write like a hook and I'll be like, oh yeah, that'll, I don't actually think about people listening to them though. I just
Right. My $1 million song that nobody's ever going to hear.
Yeah, well, I play. Once someone told me, I forget what song it was of mine. It was a $1 million song, and that pissed me off because I haven't even made a penny off it. Probably.
I hope it was Pass the Buck because I feel like I sang along to that one a lot.
It wasn't
or Big
Pass
Red
the
Heart even. That's $1 million.
Oh,
song.
it was Big Red Heart actually.
See?
I can't believe you guessed that.
Well, yeah, because it's $1 million song, and we sing Big Red Fart at home. And
That's $1 million. And this person actually more than once said it. Then the second time they're like, "Yep, $1 million song." I'm just like, "Where's the money, though?"
Sign the check. Stop saying that, not giving me any money when you say it.
But no, I can listen to anything. I can listen to, like, I don't even think any music's terrible, really.
Can I tell you $1 million song that I think you wrote?
Yes.
Are you going to be mad at me, though, when I say it?
Can I guess it?
Yeah.
Susanna.
Yes, it is. It's almost as if you saw my notebook before we started this to take the magic away from the microphone.
Well, you shouldn't have let me guess.
Fuck.
Or like guess quoting.
Oh, can I take a guess? Can I, your guest, guess something? Please try to say no to me. Of course I'm going to let you guess.
Well, you can say. I feel like I've been like not rude to you.
No, you've been very
withholding. You told me I
withholding.
was hostile. You called me hostile.
I called you hostile. I called you withholding. I've called you many things this evening.
Yeah, so I feel like you could say no.
No, I'm going to say no to saying no. But yes, I think Suzanne is $1 million song.
Susanna.
Susanna.
You don't even got the. You can't even say the.
Why
title.
didn't you? If you saw it in my notebook, why didn't you correct me then?
I've noticed. I've noticed you saying it wrong before too, and I waited till we were on stage talking into microphones.
You asshole.
Well, no, the stakes are higher now.
Right.
Because
I can't
when
wait
this
to set him up to fall flat on his face. Oh, I'm gonna get him good.
Well, no, but when this goes viral, right? I want everyone to know the correct name of the song, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
So when this argument goes viral, fine. Susanna.
Do you want me to play that?
Sure. Would you? Would you?
I guess so. I'm not really prepared. All right.
I love this song. I think it's so beautiful. I just want you to share it with the world.
Okay. All the way from here to the Dominican to France to who knows where else, eh?
Antarctica.
Yeah. Okay, I just have to take a little sip of
Please.
water.
I'm going to give a bit of background. I think a lot of us here are Townes Van Zandt song fans and Guy Clark fans. And a lot of people don't know the story of Susanna, or Suzanne as she was colloquially known by her friends.
By people who didn't know her.
Suze.
Susie?
Susie. Susie.
Is that a reference? Or are you just being weird?
Both, yeah, I know. Safely.
Yeah, guy in Nashville songwriter, Guy Clark, and his wife, Susanna, they just got married, and their friend, Townes Van Zandt, came down for the wedding and then just lived with them in their love nest. And I think it drove Guy crazy. At least that's what I've read. So, might just be a myth. Doesn't sound like it's a myth. So this is written from the perspective of Guy Clark, I guess. walked into the bathroom and locked the door. In fact, I nailed it shut. Had to climb out the window, baby, just to buy some cigarettes. I can't stand the way that you look at him. It's like you're talking with your eyes. I heard you laugh from the other room, and it's tearing me up inside. And Susanna, I'm getting tired of this. I've got a soul of my own, you know, but it ain't as sweet as his. Every morning at 8 o'clock, he calls you on the phone. And I just hand you your cup of coffee and I go off on my own. Well, I try to walk you apart my mind, and I do it very well. The loneliness comes seeping in, and you know that it feels like hell. Susanna, I'm getting tired of this. I've got a soul of my own, you know, but it ain't as sweet as his. Susanna, you know, I wish that my spirit was free, but it just ain't in my chemistry. Well, you've got my name, but your heart is drawn to the fragile soul that has no bottom. You can drink me under the table, I can fix up your guitar. We've been together for long enough, we can sit and count the scars. Susanna, I'm getting tired of this. Got a soul of my own, you know, but it ain't as sweet as his. Susanna, I'm getting tired of this. I've got a soul of my own, you know, but it ain't as sweet as his. Susanna, 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 Susanna.
Thank you.
That might be the saddest song you've ever written.
Maybe so.
It's such a sad story. I feel like there's no other song that you really like.
Really, it's not, though. It's like nothing bad happens.
Oh, I just feel the frustration. I think I've felt like Guy before. That's why.
I think you told me that.
Yeah.
Are you jealous by nature?
No. Well, that's not true. I'm bitter.
Right.
I think I'm jealous of, slightly jealous of people with more money. But yeah, I feel like I had to protect my love once, and I think I resonate with Guy a bit.
Yeah, I just like I always like the odd man out. Like you know what
character?
I mean? Like the as a character, like
The third
I
wheel,
always
sort of?
Yeah, I always sympathize with like
Curly?
yeah. Is that a Three Stooges reference?
Yes.
Yeah.
Curly Larry.
Right.
Mo.
And
Sazlak. Mo.
no, Shecky.
Shecky. Shemp.
Shemp.
Scamp.
All right, I think we're getting off track again.
Oh, thank you, second host. Yeah, so you resonate with the underdog or the third wheel, I guess.
Yeah, I like underdogs.
You can take a sip of water. You don't have to answer me so quickly.
Yeah, but I can also decide not to take that.
You can always say no to me. Now we're like competing for who's nicer. This is so strange. Oh.
What now? What now?
Well, no, I wanted to know, like, you like the underdog, you like that third wheel. So in that situation, do you resonate more with Towns or Guy? So who's the odd one out?
Well, I feel like the guy who nails himself into the bathroom is
Guy Clark?
Yeah, I guess
The guy.
Just based on that, right?
Did Towns' songs resonate with you a lot when you first heard them?
When I first heard them, not really. I mean, for years I just knew like White Freightliner and Poncho and Lefty, and I thought those were awesome songs. And like Tecumseh Valley, I guess. And it wasn't until years later that I like started seriously listening to him, I guess. So.
And did it have
what's the
much?
question? I don't even remember the question. What was?
I don't know, actually. I don't remember it
It
either.
doesn't
It wasn't
matter.
really
Something about Towns Van Zandt.
Yeah, I'll talk about Towns for hours. Wait, are you more of a guy?
Am I more of a guy? I wouldn't consider myself a guy or a Towns guy.
Then whose writing has had like a huge effect on you? Because you're such a unique writer to me that I want to know.
I don't know. I like am influenced by people I know.
More than big superstars.
Like more than like canned music or whatever.
I love it. You call it canned music.
Like, I first moved here and there was this duo, Andy and Ariana, and they were like kind of the toast of the town for a while. And I played with them a bit, and I was like, and they influenced me a lot. And then
you were playing bass back then?
Yeah, and just like, and everyone after that I played with, and not even haven't played with. So, and I can't say how they've influenced me, but like, just like, emotional response. I don't try to like emulate anything. It's like I'm kind of like in this folk country thing just out of like laziness more than anything. And like,
right.
And it's like, I don't know, I'm like older now. My hands kind of hurt. I can't do anything else.
Well, because you work a day job too, where you're slamming your hands against wood all day. So that's a job, right?
It's not. That's not a job.
I'm just picturing.
That ain't any job I've heard of.
Have you heard of Kung Fu, Chris? They slam their hands against wood all the time.
Through wood.
Right. So semantics, Chris. Okay, you work with wood. What do you call your day job? It's not carpentry.
It's not carpentry?
I wouldn't call that carpentry, sir.
What would you call it?
No. What is it?
Carpentry.
Okay. I don't know what the trades are called.
Well, I think, okay. We'll just let that go.
Okay. Well, I thought there was a more broad term than carpenter for some reason.
Well, I'm not like a carpenter per se.
Wait, are you saying that Jesus did outside decks as well as indoor trim?
All I know is Jesus was a carpenter. I know that from Leonard Cohen.
I only know that from John Prine. That's funny that's the two references we have.
Grandpa was a carpenter.
Oh,
that's John Prine.
Well, I thought that his grandfather was Jesus.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think you're right. I think.
Thanks for giving me a little bit though. So wrong. It's right.
Jesus and Grandpa were both carpenters.
and you join the ranks, and you slam your hands against wood all day.
Yeah, I'm
So
more.
now you're
I'm
supposed to-
not. I wouldn't call myself a carpenter.
Okay, there it is. Then what do you call it?
I don't know. Aspiring carpenter.
Oh, that's nice. I feel like you're past aspiring, though. That's such a. I said it's nice because it's a nice
Just
word.
because I don't have dreams, my dreams are dead.
I'm aspiring to dream of being a carpenter. No, you work really hard with your hands like all day. So of course,
Will you stop talking about my hands?
well, I don't know. They're nice hands. Do you moisturize?
No.
Do you file your nails?
I cut them. I don't file them. Do you file your nails?
No, I bite mine.
You bite them. Oh.
Sorry, that's such a funny reaction. You bite them, okay?
Do you bite just your fingernails or your toenails? Too?
Oh God, I'm not that flexible. No way.
I cut my toenails today.
Oh, that's so adult of you. Do you shape them? Do you shape them into like little points
I try to avoid points.
for the respect of your partner in bed?
Not just that, but I don't know. You don't want pointy nails. They get you into trouble all day long.
Ooh. Why are you not wearing shoes where you are doing woodwork?
I thought we were talking about fingernails again, for some reason.
Oh no, I'm talking about pointy toenails.
Oh, I think pointy fingernails is more of an issue than pointy toenails, though.
Well, getting caught on things, yeah, but pointy toenails, man, that'll like ruin your love life.
Will it?
Yep. I guarantee you. Take my word for it right now. Cross my heart and hope to not die.
All right, let's get back on track.
I love that this whole show is me trying to veer off track and you getting us back to it. Then what's on track?
Well, you're the host.
What did you want to talk about tonight? You know, you came with a whole agenda.
Did I? It feels like I did, kind of.
Yeah, there's like a file folder of topics behind you.
Yeah, I have that memorized, though. I don't need it.
Because your stage banter is among the greatest stage banter I've ever seen. And that's coming from somebody who thinks that his stage banter is the best in the world.
Yeah. I wonder if it's because this is mostly an empty room.
No, I mean in general. Every time I've ever seen you, your stage banter is to the point, succinct.
You think so?
I think so. I don't think you veer off topic very often.
No.
You get right to it.
I don't know. I don't think my banter is that great, but thank you.
It's the least I could do. I'm just trying to give you a compliment.
I know.
dude.
I know you are. Anyway, I feel like too much focus is on me, even though I'm the guest.
I know. That's the whole point of the evening is you. And there's too much focus on you. All right. Well, then I'll just stop
I
looking
mean,
at you.
the audience can't see you just like intensely
Chris,
staring
this
at
is a
me
podcast.
sometimes.
Nobody can see anything.
Right. Remember? Well, I reminded you of that earlier.
This is a podcast.
Well, never mind.
You were trying to remind me, like, just remember that there's people who can't see this.
You talk about my sideways glance. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't that long ago.
I'm trying to describe it like an audiobook, I guess.
Right.
And then Chris glanced at me angrily.
It wouldn't take much for you to just add a video element to this, though. What?
Oh, now you have notes on the podcast? You're guest hosting for 1 minute? And now you have notes.
Right, but once you get the grant money, you said I can be
Right,
your host.
the unfriendly co-host.
Okay. I just wanted to reassert that.
Okay. Oh, wow, yeah. Okay. Fine, Chris. I'll do it. I'll get the grant money.
I should probably play another song. Eh?
Please. Yeah, what do you want to play?
Another song about an underdog. The song's called Marina Del Rey.
Oh.
And I was reading about Dennis Wilson. You know Dennis Wilson?
Yeah, and his time with the Mansons.
Yeah, it's not about that. Yeah, you know about this. You
A little
heckled
bit.
me about this song, and then and I gave you some information once upon a time. But he was the drummer for the Beach Boys, and
What was his relation to Brian? Was he brothers?
yeah, it was Brian's brother. No, they just both happen to have the last name.
Cool,
Wilson.
we
I
should
guess
start
they
a
could. I
band.
guess they could have been cousins. There were cousins in that band as well.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, the real douchey one was a cousin, was he?
Mike Love, is that his name?
I think so.
Yeah, I didn't want to say. Is that a real name?
I don't know. The guy who wore the poor boy hat in the movie about Brian Wilson's life.
Right. Yeah. He's not douchey on Full House.
He was on Full House?
Yeah. Well, yeah, more than once. Anyway.
That's good trivia.
But Dennis Wilson was kind of a tragic figure, I guess. He wasn't really the drummer on Beach Boy albums.
Because it was the Wrecking Crew, right?
Yeah, I think for the most part, and then I always thought it must be hard to be like Genius adjacent.
Wow, I mean his solo album is pretty genius too.
I did listen to that, and I probably didn't give enough attention. I kind of listened to it and I didn't care about it, I guess, but
because you felt like
but I mean Brian Wilson though.
That's a genius he's adjacent to, yeah.
In any case, he kind of just, succumbed to his addictions. And what did he do? He threw a bunch of stuff in a harbor at Marina del Rey. It's a place on the Pacific coast in California. And then he got wasted like a couple of years later, and he jumped in the harbor looking, I guess like pretext was to look for the stuff that he had thrown in there, and then he drowned. And that's the kind of song I like to write. So now that I've exhausted all of that, I can play it.
Please uplift us.
Well, I got busted up at the holiday and mended my wounds. Now I'm ready to swim. Marina del Rey, honey, what do you say? I've been drinking all night and drinking all day, bumping skins with unsavory types, belly full of booze, high as a kite. Marina del Rey, honey, what do you say? I've been drinking all night and drinking all day. Jumped into the harbor at Marina del Rey, looking for my long lost wedding ring. Threw it overboard 3 years to the day, sank to the bottom of Marina del Rey. Cars, I like fast girls, 2-lane blacktop, travel the world. Marina del Rey, honey, what do you say? I've been drinking all night and drinking all day. I lived in the shadows just a little too long. 2-bit drummer and a peeping Tom. Marina del Rey, honey, what do you say? I've been drinking all night and drinking all day. Jumped into the harbor at Marina del Rey, looking for my long lost wedding ring. Threw it overboard 3 years to the day, sank to the bottom of Marina del Rey. Shallow water, blackout, fast asleep. Shallow water, blackout, fast asleep. Marina del Rey, don't cry for me. I send my body out to sea. Shallow water, blackout, fast asleep. Shallow water, blackout, fast asleep. Marina del Rey, don't cry for me. Set my body out to sea. Shallow water, blackout, fast asleep. Shallow water, blackout, fast asleep. Marina del Rey, don't cry for me. Send my body out to sea.
That is surprisingly depressing.
Yeah, I guess so. It's kind of like
Hey.
It's got an uplifting, like an optimistic feel, though, I think.
Right. Sort of like might as well go for a soda.
Maybe not quite that optimistic.
Nobody drowns. Nobody dies. Sorry.
Oh, that was awful.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, tell me about it. Sorry, Kim.
Yeah, I feel like the character in the song is falsely optimistic.
You do lean on the underdogs for your songs. I feel like there's a lot of false optimism in your songs.
Yeah, maybe.
I just found the crux of you, Chris Robison.
Have you?
No, not at all. Would you say that you're falsely optimistic?
I'm not optimistic at all.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't necessarily say so either, but I wouldn't say you're pessimistic. Which is such a pessimistic response.
Yeah, I am pretty pessimistic.
No, I'd say you're realistic. Brutally so.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
You've brought me down to earth a few times, even
Have
tonight.
you? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Oh, we got to keep this going.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Do you have somewhere to be?
No, I just feel like don't know what to say all of a sudden, and then I like get self-conscious that I'm being recorded.
Oh, let's not even think about it. We're just here to. I mean,
I got an idea. Let's turn it off. Who
Oh,
cares?
that's such a good idea, Chris. You know what? For the first time tonight, though, I'm going to say no. I'm going to kindly respond no to you.
But yeah, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. What's your favorite crayon color? Don't say burnt sienna because it's mine.
Burnt sienna?
That's yours too?
No.
What? That's crazy, Chris.
My favorite, black.
just black. Just original OG 32 crayon
Just
pack.
original black.
Did you ever have the crayon case that came with a crayon sharpener?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Why did you need a sharpener for a crayon?
I use it all the time for the black crayon.
For fine edges?
Well, I would draw with the black crayon.
Do you still draw? I feel like you're a doodler.
No, I drew a lot when my daughter was younger, and now she just draws by herself, and I don't anymore.
Is she a better drawer than you now?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow. I feel like you're pretty multifaceted, so I feel like you're the kind of person who puts your mind to something and you can just figure it out and get good at it.
Yeah, I am. I can figure out anything, but then I like hit a ceiling.
Were you just done with it?
No, I just like where I can't get any better. Like I feel like I can get like better faster at things than most people I know, and then they like eventually get better than me though.
But you're not bitter about that.
No, I'm not bitter about that.
Do you just sideline your interest then? I'll let them do that.
I've sidelined all of my interests except pedal steel.
Yeah, that's picking up hot for you right now. You just got a new pedal steel, didn't you?
I did.
What is it?
It's called a derby.
A derby?
Derby.
How many strings you rocking on that bad boy?
Per neck.
Oh, what?
That's right. It's a double neck.
Yeah, how many per neck? 9?
Almost.
8? 13?
10.
10 strings per neck. Wow. And you're feeling very comfortable on the pedal steel now, eh?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
So I can hire you?
Anytime.
Anytime. Oh,
Yeah, I think I could play along with your tunes.
Yeah, I think so.
This is like an off podcast conversation now, eh?
I'll just text you. Yeah, never mind. Fine.
I mean, just like we don't need to like iron out any more details.
No, I mean, how much do you want per song? Yeah.
Like that kind of thing, or like
yeah.
Or like, oh, what gig? Do you have any gigs coming up?
Dates. Give me your dates, Chris.
I want dates. I want pay rates. I want times.
I want. I don't want to get into the nitty gritty industry details, especially because I loathe anything to do with the industry. But oh, sorry, I'm doing that.
I don't. I already said that though.
You're okay with it, which blows my mind. You just don't participate in it.
Yeah, I'm just not good enough, basically.
I
would say I'm a good songwriter, and I'm like sometimes a really good performer.
Would you prefer if somebody else just did it all for you, like booked all your shows, just came along and said like, okay, you were applying for this grant, this yada yada yada.
Yeah, like I would love to enter it at like a high level where someone's just doing all the work for me.
You know
all
what
the
you need
legwork.
is either like a rich parent who's willing to just pay for that to happen, or maybe they're an MP as well. Maybe maybe they were the premier of Saskatchewan, or maybe you just need maybe you just need someone who believes in you.
I need a rich patron of the arts.
Yeah, a Medici.
Right.
If there's any members of the Medici family out there, please send some money to Chris Robison. What's it called when they would patronize? I guess it's patronizing, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. It's weird. They're patronizing.
But would they commission artists to do things?
So, yeah, I don't know.
Do you want to be commissioned to write songs?
Like if someone's like, I'll give you how much?
Yeah, I want a theme song.
You want a theme
I
song?
want a theme song.
For this podcast?
Oh, that's a great idea.
One of your own songs is like the theme song for this podcast.
Nobody's supposed to know that.
Yeah, you have it looped.
You just took the magic away from the first 5 minutes of this podcast.
It's hangry, isn't it?
No,
it's not
no.
hangry. Oh,
Wow,
I
I
know
love
what it
the
is,
guessing
though.
game. What is it?
I can't think of it right now.
Oh, Chris, you have to think of it right now.
Well, it's just going to be like dead air and me making weird sounds.
Perfect, let's go for it.
Thinking sounds. Is it...
I want to hear more thinking sounds.
No, I don't know.
No, don't worry.
I
Yeah.
lose. I lose.
But
this
would
game.
you write a theme song if somebody commissioned you?
To write a theme? Yeah, of course I would. I
feel
wish
like
I could just write theme song. I wish that's all I did was write theme songs for people, just for people. And
Do you write many songs like about one particular person? Like, have you ever written a song about somebody and they don't know that it's about them, but you play it around town?
well, Dennis Wilson doesn't know that song is about him.
Mostly because he drowned, but
Yeah, and Guy Clark.
mostly
he
because
was
he's
still
also
alive.
dead.
He was still alive. He just didn't find out about it.
Until now.
And then
He'll listen to this.
Well, the song I wrote, Bad Songs, from the album Bad Songs.
Yeah.
That was like about someone. I like watched play a song and I thought, oh, this song's so awful.
That's awesome.
But I'm not going to say who that was.
No, I won't pressure you to until after the podcast is over.
Okay.
Okay. that was so quick. What a quick turnaround. But yeah, they'll never know. I love that song too. I mean, we sang along to that song in the car nonstop for the first 2 years of moving here.
Mm-hmm. I could play that song maybe. I didn't practice it. I didn't practice. I practiced the 3 songs that you told me to play.
Again, you're ruining the magic
Yes,
of the
I know.
podcast.
I know.
but- I'm just teasing.
No.
There's no magic. I specifically want a couple
I ruined
songs.
the magic already, though, I thought.
You shat all over the magic hours ago.
I know. Hours ago. How long have we been?
What do you want to play?
Yeah, I'll try to play that. I didn't practice it, but...
Wow. Taking audience requests. So this is about someone who will never know it's about.
Bad songs crawl right up your spine, make you shuffle in your seat. They make your heart sink to your feet, stop you cold. You think, my God, that could be me. Bad songs are sometimes so bad, they have a redeeming quality, but the slapstick road to irony does not help to mend this sinking feeling. You know you threw the jokes on you. You've been reduced to a comic observation. Don't you kill the mood with sappy lines, cheesy rhymes presentation, perfect intonation. And it's a bad song, it's a bad, bad song. This song is shit, and I can't get into it. Take all of human history, the progress of man, them kinds of things. Existence is absurdity, obviously just like a bad song ringing. Well, the good things get pushed to the side as time and distance multiplies, and the moment turns to wave goodbye to the archetypes and paradigms you hold tight. Well, the joke's on you, you know you're through. You're reduced to a comic observation. Don't you kill the mood with sappy lines, cheesy rhymes, form and presentation, perfect intonation. And it's a bad song, it's a bad, bad song. This song is shit, and I can't get into it.
Yes. I'm so glad you had that in your back pocket, because that is such a killer tune.
That song's about how I feel about the music industry.
That's the fact that you say that as a joke makes me feel so bad about myself, because I actually start songs like that. Do you actually think human history is absurdity, or human existence is absurdity?
I guess so. When I wrote that song, I did.
So you don't anymore? You've changed all your opinion. You become a father, and you're just like, no, the world is a glorious place. And
No, I still think that like this is bonkers crazy.
just life every
Yeah,
day.
just like everything.
Yeah, see, there's a bit
all
of
the
that
things
like
that people do and
brutal
yeah.
realism.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a song. Yeah, I wrote that after watching someone I know play a song, and I could tell they were trying to write a song, like they were trying really hard to write a song that would like sound a certain way or like would appeal to like certain people or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Trying to make $1 million.
And it was just really transparent. It was to me, and I was like, oh man.
I gotta try that.
No, I'm like, I wish I could do that, but I can't, and neither can you, but you're on stage.
So you got a great song out of it, though.
And then I went home and wrote that.
Was that at like a Patty's open mic kind of thing?
Yeah. No, I'm not. I can't give you any more information.
Okay, that's fine. For those of you listening, there's a serious open mic scene in the Annapolis Valley here. And for some reason, Monday nights is the busiest night for a bar in Wolfville, Nova Scotia. It makes no sense. The bar doesn't even have good sound. That's right. I'm gonna throw it out there. It's not great sound. It's the musicians go in there like a friggin' a conveyor belt of come in, play your song, here's your beer, get off the stage and go, thanks. And they make like so much money off of students in a night, but it's an open mic scene. I don't know why I got into that. Maybe it's my bitter realism. I just want to say that open mic scene is a great way to support young artists, but it's also a great way to take advantage of musicians in the Valley.
Oh, like the establishment.
Yeah,
right,
the whole scene.
Because you don't get, nobody gets any money.
No, the house band gets like $100 and they have to play at 9 to nobody and then 1 to nobody. It's like such a bum deal.
Oh yeah, I've complained endlessly about that.
I think a lot of musicians have. Yeah, I mean, you've played in the Valley for years in bands alone.
I've been paid my $25 for like being out till like 2 a.m.
4-hour gig.
Hosting an open mic. Yeah.
Yeah. Which at a certain point in your career is like you're just getting started, and at another point of your career is just offensive and.
Well, yeah. I mean, you don't think about the money part, and then when you get your $25, you laugh. You all laugh about it together, and then you start crying.
Right. But you got into woodwork and carpentry to make a buck in the Valley.
Yep.
And so that's your day job, and you don't really.
That's what that's my meat and potatoes.
And you love it, don't you? I feel like you're the only person I know who could put together a table well. Not an IKEA table, but like glue ends of woods together.
I'm the only person, you know?
I honestly would say that you're the only person I know, musician-wise, who can actually do that.
Well, I mean, I work for a carpenter who's a musician, Scott Prudence.
Yeah, but I don't really know Scott that well.
You don't know him that well. You probably barely talk to Scott.
No, absolutely. I would love to have him on the show, but I feel like he would never do it.
I feel like he would, probably.
Really? Hey, Scott, please think about it.
Yeah. But, yeah, I feel like we got to get back on track again.
Why? I'm asking you about your woodwork.
You're not really. You didn't. What did you ask?
That's actually a really good point. I don't know.
You started talking about like gluing ends of wood together.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what you're talking about.
I don't know, butcher block tables and stuff.
Butcher block tables.
Like, do you get a lot out of working with wood? Do you get a lot out of
yeah, I love doing that. Yeah.
Oh, well, that was a much shorter answer than I was expecting.
What kind of answer were you expecting?
No, I wasn't expecting anything from you.
No. By this point?
In our long friendship together, no. We've played together multiple times, too. We've done some weird gigs together.
Yeah, I think mostly fun stuff.
Yeah. I've definitely dragged you to a couple $25 gigs, though, where it was like, I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm. You've been a big influence on my playing.
Why?
After I started playing with you, I started going, like, strumming more like that.
Shunking?
Like that kind of
Oh,
thing.
that's sweet of you.
Yeah.
I got that from Mike Kerr, to be honest. Mike Kerr taught me how to swing again.
Mm-hmm.
There's, you do a lot of fingerstyle playing, though, too. So where did you start picking that stuff up from?
Well, what do I remember? The first finger-picking song I ever learned was that Weezer song on their second album called Butterfly. Then what did I learn? Don't Think Twice, It's All Right, I remember.
Oh, wow. You went Weezer, Bob Dylan.
And then Nick Drake.
Oh, wow. Did you learn to sing Nick Drake stuff, too?
Yeah, there was a time in my life where I could sing and play Nick Drake songs.
You have such a soft voice. I could see you pulling that off.
Yeah, I think it was fun for a while. But they're so complicated, and they're like different tunings, and then I don't have an easy time remembering stuff like long term either. So,
is it easier for you to remember your own songs or other people's songs?
No, I can remember lots of other people's songs, but I usually just learn, like easy songs now. So
I do this thing where I almost refuse to learn new songs because I'm worried that the lyrics are going to take up space in my brain that I need for my own material. Like I'll start to forget my own stuff if I learn other people's.
No, I don't think that there's a scientific basis for that.
I'm actually studying to be a neurologist, and I would say that there is.
Are you?
No, but I wish there was, because I think that my brain is a filing cabinet that's running out of
Burlington
space.
University or whatever?
Burlington University, yes. We're unincorporated, but we're up on the mountain.
I thought you were out near Chester.
Oh, you and Google Maps both.
Yeah, actually, it's funny, like a lot of like any app or website or whatever that like asks you to put in a postal code. If I put in the Canning postal code, it just says like not found or no match.
No match. Not a town.
That's pretty funny.
So yeah,
That makes me feel that's comforting to me though.
You like being off the grid.
Oh, here we go.
What?
Well, I feel like you're referencing a lyric in a song you're going to ask me to play.
No.
Okay. But, well, that makes me think of a song of mine. You sang Off the Grid.
Please.
You want me to play it?
Jump in, baby.
Okay. This song's called Sweet Old Gal of Mine. And it's, I was reading through one of those Helen Creighton old Nova Scotia folk song books, and there was like a half written song in there. Like I think it was Pretty Old Gal of Mine. Anyway, I took a couple lines from that and finished it up. Have you seen that sweet old gal of mine? She's better than tobacco, she's better than wine. Better than wine and tobacco too. Ain't nothing that sweet old gal can do. Oh, I forgot to play it though.
That's okay.
Nah, well, that's enough. That's what you call a teaser.
Oh, you don't want to give any more away?
That's why I can't play shows. I just like to give little teasers.
Oh, I like that. No, that's cheesy.
But I guess I should play the rest of the song though, eh?
You don't have to. You can do whatever you want. I mean, they want.
I gotta think for a second here on what the lyrics are, and then I'll. Skin is soft. Oh,
Somebody thought it was hard though. Somebody is really turned on by this song. Somebody is. Skin is hard for you, Chris.
Oh yeah, weird. But I guess I'll. You gonna cut that out? No.
I could do whatever you want. I could cut it out. I could keep this in.
I think you should keep 100% of what's happened up here.
Me too. I'm loving it. So please.
But I can't even tell you how many times I've just abruptly stopped playing.
I know. I've been at shows where you've cut the song out 2 verses in.
Yeah, as long as you don't care, it's fine. But all right. It is always better to perform your songs properly. I think, start to finish. Unless you're like a comedian, maybe.
Oh, where there is no third verse anyway. That's the punchline.
Right. Yeah, like the joke is you can't play your song, maybe. I don't know. All right, let's try again. Have you seen that sweet old gal of mine? She's better than... I can't play now. Here we go. I feel too informal.
That's okay. Oh, okay. Well then, audience, give him some love.
No, please don't. Okay, I'm gonna play it for. Don't listen to him. Have you seen that sweet old gal of mine? She's better than tobacco, she's better than wine. Better than wine and tobacco too. Ain't nothing that sweet old gal can do.
her skin is soft, but she's hard as steel. Blood and sass from her head to her heels. She got a mean left hook and a razor tongue. She can kill, punch, jug, brim to the bottom. Have you seen that sweet old gal of mine? She better than tobacco, she better than wine. Better than wine and tobacco too. Ain't nothing that sweet old gal can't do. She don't mind living off the grid. She can shuck a clam, she can jig a squid. And if you make her mad, then you best take cover. She'll rain down like holy thunder. Have you seen that sweet old gal of mine? She better than tobacco, she better than wine. Better than wine and tobacco too. Ain't nothing that sweet old gal can do. Better than wine and tobacco too. Ain't nothing that sweet old gal can do.
Thank you for actually finishing it.
You're welcome.
It's gorgeous. It's a beautiful song. I'm so curious, like, how much there was of the Helen Creighton tune.
I have to admit that the Better Than Wine and Tobacco, I think, was from there. It's like
so
slightly
old-timey.
paraphrased or whatever, but and
Did
what
they say
was-
tobacco though, like you do? Probably not.
Probably not. And
They give you
what
that
else?
pork Colborne spin.
Well, you got the wrong idea about Port Colborne, but
Wrong accent completely, right?
yeah.
Pork Colborne.
Port Colborne's like, so I says to the guy, so I says to him.
Really?
that kinda-
Jersey?
Yeah, it's like closer to like Buffalo.
Buffalo, right?
Not quite like that. Like people from the Buffalo area is like well, I'm not gonna start making fun of people, but anyway,
He's so
I'm not gonna
close,
start
though.
making fun of regional accents, but
They're fantastic, though.
they are. I know. I love the sound of them.
So how much of that song, like you, I mean, so you built a character too, though, based off of this song.
Yeah, it's like some of the lines are like, thinking about my wife Amanda, like mean left hook, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. The song makes her sound tough, but I feel like it doesn't even do justice to how tough she actually is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm honestly scared that Amanda's gonna left hook me sometimes.
Only if you deserved it.
And I believe that, and I would know that I did because she's an honest, truthful person.
With a mean left hook.
Mm-hmm. Can she jig a squid?
That's from the Helen.
Whoa,
Creighton.
really? The off-grid
Shuck-
aspect too?
Not off the grid.
Okay.
That's from my brain. But because grid rhymes with squid, as we all know.
Wait, let me just write that down. Grid,
Sure.
Squid.
I can. Shuck a clam, she can shuck a clam, and jig a squid. And then the rest of it's stuff I came up with.
It's beautiful about Amanda, though. I feel like that song does justice to your like powerful little family. You're a strong unit.
You're getting sappy.
Am I? Is that sappy to say that you have a pretty family?
Kinda. But that's fine. Thank you. I mean, what I mean to say is thank you, Zach.
I like the idea of the unfriendly co-host also starting to be unfriendly towards the host.
Right.
That's the goal. Like the guest. Yeah, you get to heckle me.
We must be about done here, right?
Okay, sure, yeah.
No, I mean.
No, yeah. Why don't you play
I
one
just
more?
feel like we've been at it. Like
Well,
we've been.
are you exhausted? Oh, big old tough Chris can't handle an hour and a half of fighting.
Is that what it is? An hour and a half?
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know where we're at. I just wanted to make fun of you for not wanting to last 9 rounds with this guy.
No, I just people got places to be and whatnot.
Now you're doing your Port Colbert. Stop looking at my notes. Stop. He's like leaning over the table. Listen, sir, you're here as a guest in this establishment under my guidance. You hate every second of this. You're like looking up in the air while I'm talking to you.
No, I was sort of like, I wasn't, yeah.
Your mom
always
said
look-
always does.
Yeah, my mom's here, my Aunt Lori.
And they just heckled you. That's crazy. That's a first for this podcast.
I always look up in the air when I think. I used to get in trouble for it in school.
Did anyone from the FBI ever say that's a sign of a liar?
The FBI. Well, I'm from Canada.
So, sorry, CSIS. Did anyone from CSIS ever say that's a sign of a liar?
I didn't even know CSIS existed until I was, an adult, I guess.
How old?
I don't remember the time and place.
You don't remember where you were when you found out CSIS existed? Dude.
I must have found out about it from my cousin who always wanted to be a spy.
Oh, that's creepy. Is your cousin a spy now?
Actually, I think he is.
Wow. I'll cut that part out of the episode for the interest of national security.
So yeah.
Yeah, we can be done.
Wasn't
I'm not
that
going to keep you,
friggin'
Chris. I'm not going to
delightful?
keep you from your family.
Mary
like
Beth
some
Harding
evil
has
host.
I
coming
just think
up.
it's like
You can see
your
her September
job
10th
to
at
kinda-
the Sydney Farmers Market, October 15th.
Oh, you just fucked
at
the whole
Marguerite
podcast
Harvest
up. Now I have to
Festival.
delete
That's
everything.
one of the greatest places on
I
earth.
feel like
And
it's your job
November
to
5th
to
at
coax
Nova Scotia
this
Music
thing
Week.
along, though,
To
no?
So
coax
go out
you
and
out
see,
of here, you
Mary
mean?
Beth's full show.
To
It's
coast-
amazing,
to coast-
obviously.
Coast.
Yeah,
Oh,
thanks
okay,
again
yeah,
for
because it hasn't
listening.
felt like
This
the
has
whole thing
been
coasted.
the
I felt like
first
I was
episode of the
dragging you through a
Friendly
pile of
Heckler
rocks
podcast.
all night.
Please tell your friends
what
about
will
us.
you want me to play? We
Thanks.
can end this.
Oh, we can end this right here.
Right here, right now. Name the song.
Tuesday. Chris Robison, Zakary Miller on stage. Yeah. However you want to end it.
What do you want to hear?
I got my requests.
You did. You got your 3 in your notes there.
I mean, you're letting me. I can heckle you for one more. Maybe a little bit of heckle. Maybe yeah.
Yep, I guess so.
I would love to hear "Best Is Yet to Come."
Okay, we'll see if I can do that.
I love this song. I think it's brilliant, and it's one of those songs that I think is like a shape that I can't describe the shape of. It's fantastic.
I just have to remember it here. Okay, I think I can do this.
Sweet. All right, then before you start, I do want to say thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks for actually doing this. I know it's weird. I know you were wildly uncomfortable.
Do you think I've been acting wildly uncomfortable? That's kind of a big insult right at the end.
That's a big one. No, I don't think you were acting like
I
that.
could tell by all the words that have come out of your mouth.
That you hate me,
That
and that you'll
you-
never come back here.
No, I think I've been at ease.
You have been incredibly at ease. It almost made me uneasy how easy you are.
A couple little flubs during my songs, though.
What?
I didn't get
Songs?
Can I re-record my songs at my house and send them to you, and you can splice them in?
That would be so funny. Yeah, sure. It'll be so obvious. Make sure that you record them on a cell phone as well. Something really bad.
Okay. Well, if I record them myself, they'll sound weird no matter what. But
that's not true. I do want to put this out there that you have you have like this Prince-like stash of recordings at your home on your computer of recordings that people will never hear.
You're right about that.
They're awesome. They're like full band recordings. It's a full albums. There's probably 2 albums worth of material at home on your computer right now that no one will ever hear.
Probably 2.5.
Oh, that's crazy.
No, probably.
It upsets me so much and makes me so angry that you won't share them. But
well,
I'm not going to hate on you for that. I get it.
For what? For what, though?
For me.
Okay. Well, I'll send them to you.
Okay. But for now, because I have you here, I want you to finish with this song, The Best Is Yet to Come.
Okay. Hopefully, this might be another double or triple starter.
If you need to, that is fine.
So
that's cool. Or you can just do something else, too. You can do whatever you want. It doesn't have to be what I want.
Really?
Yeah.
I can do what I want?
You could just go walk off stage right now if you really wanted.
Yeah, but where would I go?
Nowhere.
Okay.
You'd come crawling back.
All right. Anyway.
The best is yet to come. I'm going back to my roots like a prodigal son. Cry heavy, go dogs of doom, full of sound and fury, like smoke raised by the fume of sighs. Hope is a fool for compromise. What light through yonder window breaks into obscurity, and it's none for all and it's all for no one. Might take a couple shots of Jamaican rum to join the ranks of the lucky few. I better get there in a hurry. The best is yet to come. Some folks sail the 7 seas. My next door neighbor married me. The best is yet to come indeed. Once you free yourself from worry, and it's none for all and it's all for no one. Might take a couple shots of Jamaican rum to join the ranks of the lucky few. Gotta get there in a hurry. Gotta get there in a hurry. Gotta get there in a hurry. Best is yet to come.
Chris Robison, everybody. That's Chris Robison. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming out, Chris.
You're welcome.
Thank you all for being here. And please keep listening. Please keep checking this podcast out, this crazy, wacky experience. We're doing this again on December 13th. We have Graham Nicholas joining us. And then in January, we have Tara Spencer coming up on stage. We're trying to do this the second Tuesday of every month. So please Keep joining us, and we'll keep doing this. Thank you for the support. Thank you for listening. Chris Robison.